Can we comment on that?
Senator Rubio.
Can we comment on that?
So, yeah, one quick comment, yes.
I'd like to make comment.
You've already made 2 comments, John. It's my turn.
We have more questions for you, Governor Kasich, coming up.
Those people are the hard-working folks who put their money in those institutions. Let me say another thing. It's a silly argument. It's not an adult argument. You're not going to have my back. I'm going to have my back. Let me say a couple things here. First of all,
you should let Jeb speak.
Wow, that was Ohio Governor John Kasich, who made sure he was heard in the 4th GOP debate.
Boy, was he.
But some are saying the move isolated him instead.
That's right. So who does the author of the new book, Sold Out, think was the big loser of the debate? Michelle Malkin joins us now, and maybe you have a big loser, big winner of the debate?
Well, you know, Kasich showed himself to have an acute case of irritable mouth syndrome.
IMS?
That's right. Do you remember that cult movie from the 80s, Better Off Dead?
Yeah.
There was this recurring character, the paper boy. I want my $2. I want my $2. Just this annoying guy who just wouldn't let go. And
it didn't matter what he said. The demeanor was the turnoff, right?
That's right. And attitude is everything.
Sure, because clearly the strategy going in for all of them is, where appropriate, try to inject yourself into it. Jeb Bush early on made a comment about, well, last time I only got 4 minutes, and you thought, well, he was going to be that guy, but it turns out it was Kasich.
Yeah, well, the two of them together were just sort of the crabby and the crabbier. I mean, the 8th and 9th dwarfs of Snow White. And people don't want to see that. And it is absolutely true that you want to have an alpha candidate that you know is going to put 200% every single minute of his campaign.
There's another moment you had Kasich and Bush also weigh in where they stand very similar when it comes to illegal immigration, what we do with the millions that are here already. Listen.
If people think that we are going to ship 11 million people who are law-abiding, who are in this country, and somehow pick them up at their house and ship them out of Mexico to Mexico, think about the families. Think about the children.
To send them back 500,000 a month is just not possible. And it's not embracing American values. And it would tear communities apart.
Is their plan what they're talking about, amnesty?
Of course it is, but more to the point, we need platitude eradication in these debates, okay? Is this a GOP primary debate or a progressive nut roots summit? You know, that is the biggest canard out there, the hugest straw man that these two prominent GOP politicians are putting out there, that somehow 11 million, and by the way, it's closer to 30 million. That's a dated figure from about 20 years. I wrote Invasion in 2002, and these people still don't get it, about the massive impact that illegal immigration and all of these foreign guest worker programs are having on American workers. Why is it? And kudos to Fox Business News for putting on an adult debate. Both of them.
Yes, without a doubt. Did you believe Ted Cruz's moment right there when he actually drew the line between illegal immigration and the American worker?
Yes, I think that was absolutely a huge moment to push back against this card that anyone who believes in sensible restrictions and limits on who we let into this country and how discriminating we should be about it is not xenophobic. Right. It is not nativist.
Well, what do you think of Donald Trump's idea? We're going to build a wall. It's going to be a great, big, beautiful door, he says, and Mexico is going to pay for it.
Yeah, sure. Well, look, that's a start. The other platitude that really chaps my hide, though, is somehow if we secure the border first, then we can have another mass amnesty. Securing the border is an ongoing, vigilant duty of the government, and it never ends. One thing I want to say about this Fifth Circuit Court ruling, which I am glad that Donald Trump brought up.
And by the way, speaking of Donald Trump, he is speaking right now live in New Hampshire at a Politics for Eggs breakfast. That's what those live pictures.
And maybe he's bringing up this Fifth Circuit Court ruling. But one of the failings of so much of the mainstream media, when they talk about the significance of 26 states challenging these executive amnesties, that it wasn't simply about protecting people and making sure that they're not deported. And by the way, how annoying is it that John Kasich calls them law-abiding? But it was about issuing millions of work authorization documents to people who are taking American jobs. Why didn't we hear more about that?
That part is sold
last
out
night?
about the American worker. Is that why you wrote this book?
Absolutely. I'm trying to bring to the forefront things that are actually happening in the news. This should have been brought up in the debate. Workers are being replaced by cheap foreign substitutes through the
they have no
H-1B
voice.
That's the
racket.
people at Disney who were called in and said, okay, you're going to
That's
replace
right,
your...
and it happens all the
training
time.
replacement.
It is not aberrant. It's a feature, not a bug, of the 25-year-old H-1B racket, and every GOP candidate should be talking about it.
Sold Out is the brand new book. Hit bookstores yesterday. Michelle Malkin, all fired up on this Wednesday morning.
Of course.
Yeah,
No
let's
matter
not
the
wait another
hour.
6 months to see you. It's always great to see you, Michelle.
Right, you
Thanks,
too.
Michelle.
Thanks, Francis.
All right.